What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Frickin' Uncultured, the podcast where we talk about whatever we feel like, but it
Yep.
normally pertains to video games. My name is Chandler, and I am always joined with my good buddy Andy. Andy, what's up, man?
Oh, what is going on? Man, we've been I don't want to say we've been bad about this, but life has really kind of thrown up some hurdles for us, so we haven't done this as regularly as we like. So it feels like it's been a bit.
Yeah, at least we've been getting content out, though, still,
Yep.
for all of you beautiful people out there who enjoy watching us. So,
And we're sitting at what would we say 56 subscribers, so we're slowly
hmm
climbing up. So everybody just thank you. Like that's
yeah.
huge for us. Like we never thought we'd get to this point. So 56, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, obviously, y'all are somebody out there's enjoying what we're doing. So hey, like, thanks for enjoying it. Thanks for enjoying the podcast episodes, the Let's Plays, and everything. Y'all have been getting a lot of Let's Plays here
Oh
lately,
yeah.
but they're just they're easier to sit down and record. So
Yep.
if
No,
if I'm being completely
a
honest,
lot
so
less has to line up perfectly for the let's plays to get recorded. So,
oh, absolutely.
but let us know. Are
So
you guys enjoying the let's plays? Are you guys? Is there anything you want us to see? You want to see us play? I mean, I've been doing Resident Evil on my channel, but I've got like 4 or 5 games I want to record for here, and I know
yeah.
you've got like 3 or 4 in the works already too. So,
Oh yeah, I already have stuff in the pipeline. Y'all are going to be getting some more stuff from me here in the near future. So
so let us know down below if you like the let's plays, and if there's something you want to see, you got to let us know.
yeah, if you like cozy horror games, definitely say something because I did the whole playthrough of Creature Kitchen, which isn't really a horror game, even though it says it's a cozy horror game. But I really enjoyed that type of vibe and everything, and I've found some more cozy horror games. So if you enjoy those, let me know because I will definitely record them. But
There you go.
yeah. But anyway, what's been going on with you? We don't do small talk anymore on this channel, but I was like, we haven't sat down and actually talked in a while. So,
Yeah,
what's going on?
I mean, not. I mean, I can't say not a whole lot. There's a whole bunch going on for me, man. I might
Yeah.
be changing some things up at my job. I might be getting
Mhm.
like moving upwards and stuff like that. So the nice thing there is if that happens, I'll have a little bit different availability. So hopefully stuff like this will be a lot easier, you know,
Yeah.
to happen. Um, but here soon, I'm gonna be going on my trip. I'm gonna be leaving the country for a couple weeks, so I'm excited for that. We're going back to Japan, taking some family with us. So I'm excited, man. And
I'm
that's been the whole thing, just planning and prepping for that. So,
I'm just so jealous. I want to go to Japan so bad.
but yeah,
But
for me, the trip coming up, work, the same old, same old. But what about you, man? How's things going for you?
everything's going pretty good. I got my car back. I don't think I've said anything on this channel yet. I know I
Fair.
actually did in one of the recordings that I don't think it's been uploaded yet, but I wrecked my car at the beginning of the year. I just got it back. If you're concerned about me, it's okay. I'm fine. I did not get injured. My poor car did get injured though,
It did
but it
take the
looks
brunt of it.
oh yeah, but it looks completely brand new though. They did a phenomenal job.
Good
But
deal.
other than that though, I have been playing a lot of Pokopia the
Yep.
past couple of days. It is so good. I'm really enjoying it. Um and then I've been watching a lot of movies here recently actually. And outside of that, I mean, oh my gosh, we're going to a lot of concerts this year. And
Good.
I mean, yes, but I'm tired of spending money on concert tickets. So,
Yep, they
we're
are
going to see
insanely expensive right now.
oh, it's ridiculous. We're going to see Alex Warren in
Nice.
May. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to see Alex Warren in May. We're going to a music festival in September in Georgia.
Okay.
So, and 21 Pilots is going to be there, which is why my wife wanted to go.
Yep.
Uh, Pierce the Veil is going to be there. Taking Back Sunday is going to be there. Jimmy Eat World. So it's a lot of good bands. And
Yeah.
so I was like, you know what, I'm fine with that. In October, this is the one I'm most excited about because it's one of my favorite bands, and I've never had the opportunity to see them live. Is in October, we scored tickets to go see the Gorillas.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be fantastic. That'll be a
Dude,
hell of a show.
I'm so excited. I am so excited to see the gorillas live. So our topic today is basically Andy and I wanted to talk about some upcoming games, but we specifically wanted to talk about upcoming games that may fly under your radar though, or that may not necessarily, I wouldn't say fail upon release, but not have the audience that would typically come with something of a triple A game. So Andy and I picked out some upcoming games that we feel like you may not have heard about, or if you have, basically, I guess we'll try to convince you to play them.
So I feel like the way I look at this topic is there's a lot of games that are under the radar. I think there's
Mhm,
I mean obviously we've got some big AAA games coming out. Obviously Resident Evil just dropped. That did
mhm.
extremely well. Pokemon always does very well.
Yep.
I think Pragmata is going to do well. I think it's going to get kind of reviews. I don't think it's going to be bad, but I think the style of gaming is going to turn a lot of people off.
Mhm.
And then we got some small indie games like Grand Theft Auto 6 that'll probably do pretty well. You know,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
but I mean, we want to find games
Rockstar's
that
an up and coming company, man,
I don't
like
know, man. I think they'll be out. I think they'll no. Like we've obviously got some big titles, but I feel like there's some games that are going to get overshadowed,
Mhm.
and I think there's some games on here that aren't necessarily everybody's, kind of cup of tea. So this is
No,
kind
that's
of
fair.
our opportunity to convince you guys to maybe look at some other games.
Alright, so, for my first pick, I picked a game that was announced last year. I believe it was during a Nintendo Direct. Uh, it may have been in one of their indie directs or whatever, but this is called Neverway, and it is, to give it a simple rundown, it is a Stardew Valley horror game. So, but at the top of the episode, I was talking about cozy horror, and I love the vibe of cozy games, but I love horror also, and so we're seeing this large rise all of a sudden of cozy horror games where, they make you feel comfortable, but they're given like fall settings or nightmare settings, or Pacific Northwest type, forested regions and stuff like that, and that stuff just interests me. I think it's very interesting, and I love the aesthetic and everything. So whenever they showed this game off, I'm not even a fan of Stardew, but I saw this and I was like, holy crap, you've won me over. I'm sold. Absolutely sold. And plus, the art style is just gorgeous. And I
Oh
love the
yeah.
colors and the color palette. And I mean, maybe I'm a little biased. Purple's my favorite color, and everything in this game is basically covered in purple. But this game just looks so cool and it looks so amazing. And I can't wait for it to come out so I can see if it's everything I want it to be.
No, like so kind of going back to what you were saying, this absolutely looks like Stardew, but I love Stardew Valley.
I know
Like
you do.
I put so much time into that game and I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. And that was easily 100 plus hours for me just with Stardew. And I know I've mentioned this before on the channel. Like I actually went to college for 3D modeling, 3D animation, game design, graphic design. Like I actually wanted to work for big studios like Pixar and DreamWorks and stuff like that. So graphics is like seeing the design and the art of games is something that always interests me, and I love this. This is very classic, that pixel art style, but the quality of the art is incredible. Like they get to a scene up here in a second where they have all five characters or five characters. Yeah, this right here.
Yeah.
I love that. That's amazing. Like
Oh.
it's
And
incredible
then
seeing pixel art from when we started playing video games to now. I love that.
oh, same. That stylized.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it makes me
Uh
think of what was it, Darkwood? That
yeah,
top
I can
down.
see that.
I
Yeah,
like
the
I get a
top-down one.
Darkwood feel to this, and I'm with you. I'm actually really excited for this game. Like this was in my Steam wish list too.
Mhm.
Just because I don't think I would buy it on PC. I'd probably get it on console still. But like this, I usually save games like this to remind me of them, and this is one that I was already excited for too. So
I don't know, I've been thinking about when it comes out doing a Let's Play on this one, so I was thinking about going ahead and picking it up on Steam. But if they end up doing a physical copy for Switch, I'll pick up another copy for
yeah,
sure.
no, I mean, again, I'm all for buying it digitally, but if there's a physical edition, I will 100% buy it because I want to
Well,
support.
Let's see if they've announced if there's one real quick. Let me
Fair enough.
see. Since well, you know what, and since we haven't said it in a long time, physical game snob.
Yep. We'll put a hashtag at the bottom just to make sure.
Hashtag, yeah, physical game snob. Uh, no official specific announcement for a physical copy exists yet. So,
Oh,
but with the game's high profile, that could change.
fair. I think this one I think this will kind of go under the radar. To me, this looks like a limited run title. That's
Mhm.
where it would get a physical release. So
That or Fan Gamer. I could see Fan
true.
Gamer
Actually,
doing
I
it
could
as
see
well.
Fangamer doing it too. But I do
Mhm.
want to throw this out real quick. So we were talking. It's been a little bit since we've talked about it, but merch. Um, so one of the issues I had with our physical game snob T-shirt
Mhm.
is the QR code expired.
Wait, that happens?
Apparently,
I didn't know that happened. But
yeah.
okay.
So thankfully, we didn't get the merch with the QR code because now it wouldn't be relevant.
Yeah.
So we got to figure
Oh,
out
yeah.
something there.
That's
But if you're watching, I know some of you have asked about merch and stuff, so that's been the biggest hang up so far. So we're working. I'm trying to work around that, but anyway, that was just a side note because I thought of that when you said physical game snob. So,
no, that's fair.
but all right, I agree. Do we have a release date on this yet?
No current release date. That's what I was actually just looking at right now.
Okay, so we got a little ways. Maybe when they release at a release date, they'll announce like a physical edition or something too, because maybe that's another factor.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. So, but yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Do you have anything else you wanted to say on this one?
Nope.
Or
I mean, again, like it has that dark wood feel. I love the art style. I was a big fan of Stardew, so this is one that's on my list as well. So
oh yeah.
cool. But
All right. Well, what's your?
I'm gonna jump in the
Yeah.
mine. If you've listened to the podcast before, you know one of my favorite games of all time is Parasite Eve. Like I've talked about that for a very long time, and in all fairness, I've begged for a remake, or I don't want a port. I want it done well. But Parasite Eve is one that I've been chomping at the bit for. And I don't think this is definitely not it, but this is the closest thing we're going to get to it. And this is something called Parasite Mutant. This is actually an indie project that looks almost identical to the original Parasite Eve. And I say identical in the sense of just style. Like even the character looks like the main character from the game. But what I love about it is the combat. The one thing I've always been concerned about with this game is how well the combat would play in a modern setting. Because with like turn-based style games, they aren't very well received.
Yeah, it's mixed.
It's everyone wants the fast-paced, real-time action, and I get that. That's where we're at nowadays. But the thing with this game was you could fully customize your build when it came to your gun. Like you could tear it apart, rebuild it. In the older game, you could even add like frost bullets and stuff like that, which was weird, but like I love that customization to the gun. But the real-time turn-based action is what concerned me, and thankfully whoever is making this game, I don't know the studio or the team behind it, they did their research in bringing that to life. And on top of that, it still has that old school style puzzles like the old school like Resident Evil and Parasite Eve did back in the day. So I think this is a great homage to that, and I'm hoping Square is paying attention because I do think this one will do well. I just think it needs the support behind it. I think it needs people to really show, hey, this style is still very popular today. Give us what we want. Let's get Parasite Eve, you know? Do an HD remake, do a port or a collection of the originals. Like, give us something. But obviously, this game still lives in a lot of our hearts. So, what are you thinking on this one, man? I know I've been talking a lot on it, but what's your take on Parasite Mutant?
So I actually knew about this one prior to the recording.
Mhm.
I'm actually very interested in this one. It's actually one that I've had already on my wish list on Steam as well. But I mean, I really like the art style. That's the thing that pulled me in the most is I was like, I just like the way this game looks. And I like, the hideous, monstrosities that you're fighting and everything. And I've never played Parasite Eve, so I don't know how the combat works entirely. I know it is turn-based, but Like, it looks like it's grid-based, turn-based. Is that correct?
No, it's open. Like you can move
Is it
wherever you
open?
want.
Okay.
When you attack, the world pauses, and you have that little sphere that pops up around you. That's your area of attack, essentially. That's your range.
Okay.
And then basically you can tell, you tell her, hey, I want you to attack this creature or that creature. Like it gives you a range, kind of like that has, but you see the little grid that goes around.
Yeah, so
You basically
okay.
run around, your attack time charges, and once it's fully charged, then you pause the world essentially, choose your attack, and then shoot. It's honestly, the best way to compare it is kind of like the VAT system from Fallout. But it's not first
Oh, okay.
person, it's third
Okay.
person. It's a static camera.
Okay, okay. That makes sense. Okay. But no, I'm very interested in this one, though. Like I said, art style really pulled me in. The monster designs really pulled me in. I don't believe this has a release date, though. I think this is one that we're still waiting to hear more on.
I think you're right, honestly, but I think...
Here, I can look it up real quick.
I think it has an
There's-
estimated date.
It is...
I think it's one of those Q2...
There's a Q2 of this year. It just says coming soon on Steam. Doesn't say
Okay.
anything else. Yeah.
But no, this is one I am very excited for. I will be picking this one up. But like they really did their due diligence here. I mean, even if you look up the main character from Parasite Eve, I believe her name's Aya Brea. She looks identical to the character from this game. Yeah. it just
Have
says
you
coming
downloaded
soon.
the demo?
Yep, I've got the demo downloaded. This will be one of the videos I'm posting for the channel because I do want to play this. So
Oh, okay, okay.
sneak
okay.
peek for you guys coming up in the future. We will be watching gameplay of this, so I am very excited for this one.
Well, whenever you get that out, I'll definitely check it out then, just, to get an idea. I don't know if I'll download the demo or not. I may just wait till it comes out. We'll see.
This will be, because with me being gone on the trip, we got to find some ways to release some content. This will be one of the videos I'm releasing, so there you go,
Okay.
guys. If you're interested, you will get to see Parasite Mutant if you come hang out with me, so.
There you go.
But going on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll go on to the next one. I don't have anything else to say about it. I don't know too much about Parasite Eve. Just that one. Mutant looks cool. That's all I'll say.
There you go. You
So-
do need to check it out, though, so.
Yeah. So out of all of my picks, this one's probably the most well-known one. So this is Mouse PI for Hire, which I remember whenever it got announced, everybody was like, oh, this looks really cool and everything. And then all of a sudden, it just seems like their marketing budget just got ballooned out of proportion because now this game is everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't heard about this game, I would be surprised. It's been in PlayStation State of Plays. I think it's actually only been in State of Plays. I don't think it's been in any Nintendo Directs, but this game has really caught my attention, though. It's a Doom shooter, and I love Doom shooters, but it's got that rubber hose animation style to it, though. It looks so much fun. There's it is a love letter to boomer shooters or Doom shooters, whatever you want to call them.
I mean,
but
fair.
just with a really cool art style. And so I remember whenever they announced it, I was like, yep, I'm already sold. And then also now Troy Baker's attached to the project. So
Oh, of course. Man,
Yeah.
I think it would be like I don't want this to be the next step for this game, but I think this would be really fun to do a multiplayer shooter in. Like kind of Unreal Tournament or maybe even Doom multiplayer. Like I think this would be fun.
yeah, I could see that.
Like just
I'm
a
just
goofy.
really
I'm excited. Like I will play this too. This is one that's on my list. I will play the single player. Like this will be a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Just multiplayer could be fun too. Kind of that Doom style 4v4, like classic multiplayer, like old school Call of Duty or Unreal Tournament.
yeah.
I don't know. I think that'd be neat. But yeah, I love. Again, I'm really big into graphics and stuff like that. Like I'm excited.
Well,
March
it says
19th?
No, that's not correct. I was about to say, I was like, by the time this episode goes up, everybody, I just want you to know that it's still not out at this
I was
time.
gonna say, wasn't it April?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was delayed. Hold on, let me see, when does it come out now? Mouse PI for Hire. It's currently April 16th.
Okay, so we got about a month.
Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, that's not right.
So this is an older trailer, but
Yeah.
Because yeah, I remember they made the announcement that they were delaying it a little bit to get some polish on there. So
I know they've delayed it at, a couple of times. So, but I mean, whatever they need to do to make sure it's good, you know.
but it looks solid.
I'm
Like they've definitely done their due diligence to make this game look good, and it gives me such Cuphead vibes, which I love. That's the one thing
Oh,
I
yeah.
really love about this is we're kind of digging into that classic cartoon art style more, and
Mhm.
that excites me. So
Yeah, but that's the thing though is I feel like we get a lot of rubber hose, type of animated game announcements nowadays because of the success of Cuphead, but some of them just don't look good if I'm being honest, But like there was one here recently that was announced though, but I don't remember what it was called, but a lot of it looked like it was just AI generated and I was like this doesn't look good. you
yeah,
know.
that's the problem we're seeing a lot nowadays is AI generation, and we're kind of seeing a lot more uh, reliance on it, which is kind of
Yeah.
concerning because to me that takes away from the whole point of video games. Like at this,
Mhm.
it's not a passion project. It's type this into a box and it's going to generate the whole game.
Yeah.
I
See,
mean,
but there's just something so nice though, because like this game and Cuphead were both hand drawn.
yeah, and that's what we need. We need projects with love, sweat, and or blood, sweat, and tears. Put into them
And love.
and
And
love.
love.
Put a little love in there.
And love. Yeah.
But like that's the thing is like instead of it being AI generated, just AI slop essentially. We need people that are actually passionate about their projects essentially.
No, agreed.
That was
Instead of
actually
people.
another topic I had for an episode, which I'll go into that with you later. But
Yeah.
the AI issue is definitely a real thing, so
Yeah.
we need to dig into that.
All I was going to say is it's there's a lot of people out there that are just trying to turn out games to make a quick buck
100%.
nowadays. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad. That's
It
all I'm
really
gonna say.
is.
So
But no, this is one that's on my list too. I'm excited for this one. I like the little shooter aspect of it, but I really like the art style, and I'm very excited to see what they did. I hope that game does very well. But again, I think it is one that kind of fell under the radar. I don't think it's gonna be AAA status, but I hope more people do pick this up and play it.
yeah, I definitely plan on doing a let's play on it though. That's for sure.
There you go.
You can be tuned for that in the future.
There you go. But cool. I'm
All
gonna
right.
go into my
Well,
next
what's your
one
next
then.
choice? Yeah.
So I know we were trying to stay away from AAA titles. So I don't know if this really counts. I don't know if this is considered AAA,
I would consider it double A personally.
but one of the big things I really enjoy is I like the Dark Pictures games,
Mhm.
and there's a new one coming out called Directive 8020, and this is they say it's tied to the Dark Pictures like anthology, but it's tied more to like it seems like more of a mainstream title kind of like Until Dawn and The Quarry was.
That's what I've noticed too, because even if like you've been looking it up here recently, they don't, because all the other Dark Pictures games, it's Dark Pictures, Little Hope, Dark
Yep.
Pictures, Man of Medan. This one's just Directive 8020.
Yeah.
So it
So-
seems like they're really pushing it forward as its own standalone thing.
Which I'm okay with, because again, Until Dawn was phenomenal. The Quarry was good. It wasn't my favorite, but I did enjoy it still. But I enjoyed
I
Until
like The
Dawn.
Quarry.
I did too, but I liked Until Dawn more. But this is one I'm actually very, very excited for. And again, this is one of those I don't want to say they're going to go under the radar because these games are very big budget. Like they put a lot into their marketing and stuff. But I don't feel a lot of people are going to dive into this one because it's one of those narrative driven games. It's one of those choose your own adventure books. And a lot of people shy away from games like that. And all I can say is you got to try it. It's one of those
Yeah.
games that if you want a really good story, something to enjoy, this is one to play. But on top of that, I actually play these games with my wife, and they give you the opportunity to like assign characters to different people, which is what I really like about these games, because I'll take 3 characters, she'll take 3 characters, And the nice thing is you have to own up to the decisions you make. And
Yep.
the decisions you make affect everybody playing. And that's what I love about these games is you make a poor decision, somebody dies, you have to live with that now. You can't undo that.
Mhm.
So I am very
Permadeath is the
excited.
thing.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. I like the space and sci-fi aspect of this, so I'm really excited there. Kind of gives obviously like an aliens slash Dead Space feel to it.
Yep.
So yeah, this is one I'm very excited for. What about you, man? I know you like the Quarry and Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures games.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. I don't know if it'll be a day one pickup for me, but I am very interested in it. And the only reason I'm probably not going to pick it up day one is just because it comes out in May, and I already have a slew of games that I'm picking up in April and in May. And I was just like, I don't want to add more to it right now.
Well, I do know if you pre-order this one, it upgrades you to the deluxe edition automatically.
Yeah, I saw that. So
I thought that was
I
a
don't
good
know.
incentive. So
like I am interested and I do want to play it, and obviously I will. But like you were saying, narrative-driven games and everything, it's a more for a niche audience, and I am a part of that thing. You know, I'm a part of the people where I don't particularly care for narrative-driven games, so they usually get backburnered for me. But I do enjoy, like you said, Until Dawn, Quarry, and the other Dark Pictures games. I think the only Dark Pictures game I haven't played is House of the Devil. So
I liked that one a lot.
really, that one gets a lot of crap.
Yeah, what I liked about it is it's based off of a true story.
Yeah,
And
because
stuff
it's
like
based off of the H.H. Holmes murder house, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I actually
yeah.
really liked it. The one I didn't care for Man of Medan a lot, to be honest.
That's my least favorite.
But Little Hope was one of my favorites by far. Little Hope
Little
was
Hope-
amazing.
Yeah, Little Hope ended up, and I mean, it wasn't anything like too mind blowing, you know. Like I've had bigger twisting
Yeah.
games before, but like it was pretty good though. Like
To me,
I was,
the ending it wasn't like Sixth Sense like jaw dropping.
yeah.
But when the reveal finally happened, I was like, oh my god, that was really well done. Like everything
Yeah,
about it was well done.
I'm pretty sure whenever the reveal happened, I was like, oh damn. Like,
House of Ashes is really good. Again, it's not my favorite, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
so it's not my favorite, but I actually really enjoy House of Ashes.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it because they don't take themselves too seriously.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
But was it House of the Devil, the last one?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like I really liked the story. I was more impressed because of the liberties they took from the actual events. I was impressed because even like my wife was playing the game with me and she was like, "Oh, this is based off of this whole series with H.H. Holmes and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, wow." Like we kind of started digging into it a little bit more, and it was neat to see. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But obviously this one, I assume this one's not based off of actual events.
You don't know that. Like,
To be fair, but I am very excited for Directive 8020. Oh, it does say Dark Pictures game on the screen, so okay.
yeah, but it's the subtext now,
Yeah, it is
though. It's
subtext.
not part of, yeah.
But yeah, like I said, they say it's a part of the anthology, but they really kind of hammer it as a mainstream title like Until Dawn. So, but yeah, this is one I'm excited for.
Do people not like the Quarry? Because you keep talking about it, and you're like, yeah, it's okay. Like,
I didn't hate the Quarry, but I didn't like it as much as Until Dawn.
I actually enjoy it more than Until Dawn.
See, like I don't know if it kind of has that Transformers movie effect. Like the first time you saw Transformers, it was incredible. You got to see Optimus Prime, stand up and come to life the first time.
Sam Witwicky.
But when you watch Transformers 2, you're like, oh, cool, yeah, Optimus Prime still looks cool, but we've already seen it.
Yeah.
And then, Transformers 3, it's like, okay, like, we're done. Like, just end it.
Yeah.
Just put it out of its misery. And I feel like Quarry was the same way. I don't think it was bad. Like, I really enjoyed the Quarry, but I think Until Dawn did it so well it was hard to meet that in my eyes. So
I think personally, I just enjoyed the story of the Quarry more than Until Dawn story, and I think that's
fair.
why I enjoyed it. Because like in Until Dawn, one they take themselves way too seriously in Until Dawn
Okay.
for something that's fairly goofy in all in all honesty.
Yeah.
It's kind of a goofy premise, but I mean most horror premises are. So, but I feel like they took themselves way too seriously, and then also I feel like the twists and everything, I feel like they were just not as they weren't done as well as The Quarry, in my opinion.
I mean, fair.
Also, The Quarry has David Arquette, so
There's the bias. There it
yeah.
is.
So, and it has David Arquette. Hey, Until Dawn had Peter Stormare though, and I do like Peter Stormare, so
Fair, but I like games like this. Like, honestly, one of my favorite, it doesn't even tie to any of these, but one of my favorite style of games like that was Quantum Break. Like, I loved that
yeah.
game. I loved how they did that. Granted, it's not a narrative-driven game. There is actual gameplay and, action sections. But, like, when I think of the story, and like, Quantum Break hooked me, and I loved how they did it. Even the smallest details were they recorded multiple versions of the same scenes just to account for everything. Like if a van drove in the background a certain way, they had to re-record the whole thing just so that van would drive that way.
Yeah.
Like I love that. So I love the narrative style games. I enjoy sitting back and watching a good story unfolding. So that's why I'm excited for this one. I'm hoping the story, it looks crazy, but I'm really excited to see where they take this one for sure.
Well, all I'll say is since they're putting the Dark Pictures anthology as the subtext for it, if they write out the curator, I'm not going to be happy.
So I'm not convinced the curator's going to be in this one because it's going to be a mainline title like Until Dawn and Quarry, because the curator wasn't in those.
I know. Well, those weren't Dark Pictures games.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. That's why I think it's going to be. I don't think he's going to be in this one.
Hold on, let me just look it up. Maybe they've already said. Will the curator be in Directive 80? Look, it actually auto-filled it for me. But he isn't. Nope. I'm pissed.
Like I said, I don't think he's going to be in this one, but they did say they're going to do another anthology for the Dark Pictures game, so...
Yes, they did. And one of them actually heavily hints that it's going to be centered around the curator.
Yes, actually, I do remember that too.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, every time they do a Dark Pictures game, they always tease the next project at the end.
Yes, they do.
So hopefully we'll see the beginning of the new anthology at the end of this game. So
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
But I will be playing this one for sure. Like, this will be one on my list. And worst case, I'll let you know what I think on it. So.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But do you want to go into your last one real quick? We've been talking about this one a little bit.
Yeah, no, we've been kind of going on for this one for a while, so we'll go ahead and we'll move on to my last one.
Cool.
So this next one is one that caught my attention just because it is a PS2 styled, action platformer type game, and I love those kinds of games. I mean, anybody who's been on this channel long enough knows that I love platformers of any type, 3D, 2D, action platformer. If it's a platformer, I tend to enjoy it. And this game caught my attention so freaking fast because, one, the art style, holy crap, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Two, it looks like he's carrying around a Keyblade, and I like Kingdom Hearts, so that caught my attention. But it's almost like it's a faster-paced Zelda-like,
See, I get a lot of like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank feel.
Yeah,
this.
no, it's like a whole bunch of different things, but it's like they took all the good things from those games and just piled them into it. And so that's why I was just like, yep. Whenever I saw this game's announcement and the first time I saw a trailer for it, I was like, you don't even have to convince me. I'll give you my money. Like,
no, this is the first time I've seen this trailer. In all fairness, so
have you heard about this game at all?
Nope. This one I didn't know about. So
yeah, I am super excited for this one, man. I can't wait. It looks so good. I don't think it has a release date yet.
Yeah, at the end it just said coming 2026. So
Yeah, but it's been on my radar for probably about a year now. So,
Yeah, no,
what do
I
you think though? Just getting your first initial reaction of
no,
it.
like I said, I definitely get like I'm seeing the new Ratchet and Clank in this like heavily, and then there's aspects of like Crash Bandicoot or those older style platformers. Like I see a lot. I definitely see the why you're so excited for this game for sure. Like it looks
Yeah.
good. The graphics are incredible, especially for just being a 3D platformer. Like I love the art. I love
Hmm.
the backgrounds. At the beginning of the trailer, there's like this clock sitting up above at the top of a tower that I really like. Very pretty game, but yeah, no, like I said, this is the first time I've seen it, and I will be looking into this one too. So,
Yeah. It also kind of reminds me of Kenna Bridge of Spirits a
yep,
little bit too.
I could see that. I
So,
could see that.
which that's I'm ready for the sequel for that one. So,
Yeah.
which we actually, just so y'all know, we've talked about that game on this channel before, but you would never know because that episode never went up.
And it won't because audio didn't play out well, sadly. And that was a damn good episode too.
Yeah, I know. We talked about a lot of good stuff in that one
I
because
think
we
that
talked
was
about.
I think that was like an hour and a half long. That was a long episode.
Oh, dude, it was a long episode. We talked about the new Castlevania. We talked about
Yep.
Silent Hill Townfall. We talked about a lot in that episode,
I mean,
and
we did the whole PlayStation showcase that episode. So I mean, we
yeah,
talked
we
about
did.
I think we skipped one game because we just weren't that interested in it. And I don't even think we
Yeah,
fully skipped it. I think we're just like, "Nah, it's not for us." So,
yeah, and we still let the trailer play out. Yeah.
yep. So,
So
but no, there's a lot of stuff coming out, guys. We're excited for a lot of AAA stuff, but just for this episode, we want to focus with some games that maybe you guys aren't familiar with. So,
yep. All right, well, let's get your last one in.
all right,
So
well,
because I feel like this episode's starting to run on the longer
yeah,
side.
we're
So.
starting the round. We're coming up to the end of it for sure. So, this is one that I don't feel like has had any issues with advertisement. They've definitely been talking this one up, and it's been advertised extremely heavily. But I think the issue with this game is the term roguelike. Anytime someone
Yeah.
hears roguelike, they instantly just shy away and, it's not for me. And, I feel like that's a disservice to the game on its own. Because, yes, this game is a roguelike, but I think Saros is going to be one to keep an eye out for. If you haven't played Returnal by Housemarque, this is one I highly recommend play it. It is tough. It is a very difficult game. It does not hold your hand, and it is one that you will have to learn on your own. But once you dig into it and really start seeing what the game has to offer, holy cow, Returnal was fantastic. And this is the gameplay trailer for the game because I really wanted to focus on that.
Yeah.
But I really think this game is going to be all of the good things they learned from Returnal and just turned it up to 11 because they actually got full-on motion capture, proper voice acting. Returnal had voice acting in it, but they are definitely turning it up to 11 here, and I am super excited for this one. Now, I'm a big roguelike fan, obviously. Like, we've talked about that here on the channel. What about you, man? What's your stance on games like this or just roguelikes in general?
I mean, you know me, I get really addicted to roguelikes, which is why I tend to not play them because I want to play other stuff too. But I didn't finish Returnal because I rented it. I didn't actually buy it. But from what I played though, I really really enjoyed Returnal. And Saros looks like it'd be a lot of fun too. But I don't know what it is, but like I'm interested, don't get me wrong, but I just look at it and I'm just like, it's not one that I want to play immediately, though. And that's my biggest thing, because especially with just how many games are coming out, it's similar to like how Directive 8020 is, where I'm very interested, but it's just going to be backburnered.
Fair. No, this
So
is one I have been watching out for quite a while. Like, I loved Returnal, and I've got a real love-hate relationship with Returnal in all fairness, because I played that game for like 12 hours, making no progress in that game because I felt like I was just not picking it up. Like nothing was
Dude,
clicking.
I remember you playing it because I rented it because you convinced me to rent it and to try it out. And I'm texting you, and you're just like, "I'm getting mad at this game. This is pissing me off." And I texted you back, and I was like, "Dude, I'm having a great time."
Like I loved it. I loved what I was playing, but like Returnal's not a game that holds your hand. There's no tutorial. There's no real understanding of this is what this does. This is how you do this. Like you have to figure this out on your own. And it's
Mhm.
not even in the sense of like Dark Souls, because Dark Souls doesn't hold your hand, but you kind of have a general idea of where you're supposed to go. And in this game, every time you die, or in Returnal, every time you die, everything changes. Everything resets. There's no
Yep.
there's no basic map or anything. It's just like, all right, good luck. Figure it out. And it was so frustrating, but I loved it. And I need to go back and finish it. I was getting to like the third, I want to say the third world, but like the third area pretty regularly.
Mhm.
And
Man,
I just never finished it.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like maybe we just had different experiences with Returnal though too, because like I didn't struggle in Returnal at all. Uh, Not really anyway. And so it was a thing because in Returnal, whenever you started out, like you're supposed to kind of fail,
Yeah.
intentionally, so you can kind of see what's going on, get some of the story and everything.
So cool
So
looking.
my first actual real run of Returnal, I made it to the second area on my first attempt.
Now, I think for me, my biggest issue with the game is I wanted to explore. And I was
Hmm.
digging as much as I could into that game. And by the time I got to the boss fight, I was already shooting myself in the foot.
Why? Were you just like you just didn't have
I
what you
didn't
needed
have,
to do
yeah,
the
I
boss
didn't,
fight?
yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't, properly equipped or ready or anything like that. Like I was just exploring and kind of looking at it like an RPG instead of it being a
Uh,
roguelike.
don't know what that last thing was in
Yeah,
that trailer, but I don't know now. I don't know now. I'm kind of a
I
little
know you
more.
like your larger than life bosses kind of thing. So,
Yeah, I do. So I don't know. Now I'm a little more interested.
dude, I am
So
so excited for this game. And it is not March 20th. Apparently,
no,
we just
it is
found a
not.
bunch of older I think this one's like April 17th now or something like that.
Is it the same day as Pragmata?
Is it? Maybe
Because
it's April.
Pragmata got moved up, remember?
Yeah.
Because it was the end of April and then they moved it. Okay, Saros is April 30th.
Eighth, okay, I was gonna say maybe it's the 30th. So, but yeah, I know now it's end of April, but this is one that is a day one pickup for me. I am very excited for Saros, and I just want people to really get over the roguelike tag and give it a shot. Try it. Like I think this will be one that's worth checking out, and if you haven't played it yet, I would say give Returnal a shot too, because it's tough, but it is fantastic to play.
Well, I guess my big question is do you feel confident in saying that Saros is going to be worth us $70 because it is a $70 game?
I think I that's a tough one just because I don't feel like games are worth $70 on their own right now.
Mhm.
Like everything is getting more expensive, and that's a tough thing to hit, because I mean, hell,
Yeah.
like Mario Kart World was $70, and like I don't
Mario
even think,
Kart World was 80.
oh, 80, and I don't even think
80.
it's worth that.
No, Mario Kart World is not worth $80 whatsoever. I don't know how Nintendo came to the conclusion that Mario Kart World needed to be $80, but it most definitely did not need to be. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a $70 game. I would have gladly paid 80 for it. It was much better.
I think the prices for games are getting tougher and tougher because, and I say this not regarding the games we're talking about today, but we're seeing a lot of stuff that doesn't meet that quality.
Yeah.
We're seeing games that are, copy paste, the same things over and over. Like Call of Duty, for example, Black Ops 7 was all AI generated, copy and paste. Like it was bad. It did not come out. It was not well received at all, and that's still a $70-$80 game. But we get games like Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. I would have gladly paid the $80 for that game. Hell, I bought the collector's edition of that game, and I still think it was undervalued for what I got in that game. Like,
Oh,
so
dude, like, I mean, you know me, I played it on Game Pass first, and then I bought a collector's
yep.
edition. But yeah, I would have paid more. Like,
So
I would have absolutely paid more.
like I feel like I can't say for sure this game is going to be worth the $70 outright because I need to play it. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's hard to say now. Am I willing to pay $70 day one? Yes. I am
Okay,
willing to buy
that's
it.
that was going to be my next question.
Is it worth it though? Like, I can't say for sure. But
Yeah,
this is a day one pickup for me just because Housemarque is a studio that is on my radar. I really enjoyed Returnal. I am excited for this game, so this will be one I will be buying.
I don't know why, man, though, but like, I hope Saros does good. I hope it does great, especially because I just have the feeling that if it doesn't, Housemarque will be Blue Point next.
I don't want that. So,
But do you see where I'm coming from, though?
well, I mean,
With the way the
that's just the
industry has
nature.
been.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the industry, man. That's why we get
Yeah.
so many remakes and rehashes and ports and stuff like that, is because everyone's afraid to try new things. And I mean, in all fairness, this game is extremely similar to Returnal. Like,
Well, I
it
mean,
really is.
and you can't fault that entirely on developers, you know,
No.
because there's a lot of people out there willing to try new things. But then you also have issues, though, where, like, because, like, let's be honest, does Saros have the marketing budget of, say, a new God of War?
I mean, not God of War.
Yeah, but do you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Is, you know, a game's also going to get as much mileage as it's put in the public eye.
Yeah, but we have, like, the issue that I am comparing it to is we get games like Concord, High Guard, Marathon, and I mean, Marathon's holding its own right now, but my point is regardless of the budgeting, like, Concord obviously had the money behind it. We've seen that story told. High Guard was just developers with a passion project trying something new, and it failed miserably because of the public eye. Like, High Guard, was it great? No. Was it bad? No. Did it need to maybe a little bit more time to cook and kind of iron some things out? Absolutely. Could it have been good? I believe so.
Yeah.
But
Well, I feel like there's a lot more behind the scenes of High Guard that we don't know about,
yeah, well,
especially in light of recent information. So,
the two things that killed High Guard, in my opinion, is they tried to force a game genre that wasn't needed, personally.
yeah.
And two, the streaming community and content creator community really hurt that one outright. Because it came out with such negative reviews on day one. It was its foot in the grave on day one. And
Yeah.
I will say a lot of people didn't even play High Guard.
Yep.
I played it day one. I had a lot of issues. Like, I tried to record it. I couldn't even record it. It was so rough.
Really? You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, and then I played it with a buddy. We had fun, but I don't think I would have gone back to it. Like, the gameplay, in my opinion, wasn't enjoyable. Like, it wasn't as fun as it could have been. And this is coming from someone who plays tons of Apex Legends and shooters and stuff like that. Like, I didn't care for the extraction, capture the flag style shooter, or like Rainbow Six Siege aspect of it. And they were just forcing all these different kind of gameplay mechanics that I just didn't care for. And I think that was a big negative for that game. But long-winded, sorry guys, but there's a lot going on in the background we don't know when it comes to games like this. And it's hard to say if it's worth that $70, $80 price point until we play it. And I'm just hoping that we get there, and I don't want Housemarque to be another Blue Point. I want them to, I don't want people to lose their jobs. I don't want studios to shut down. And it's just, we're in a day and age where studios are so scared to try new things because of Concord or, High Guard. They want to, we want to keep these studios open. We want to keep people employed.
Okay, I'm just saying, though, some of that fear needs to be there.
No, agreed.
Because there's some games that just are just not a good idea.
I mean,
So
fair, but I mean, on the other side of that fence, that's how we got games like Clair Obscur.
it is.
That's how
It
we got games
100%
like
is.
Dark Souls and, Demon Souls and stuff like that. Games like that didn't exist beforehand. We never had Elden Ring if we didn't have Kingsfield or Demon Souls or any of that stuff. Like, you have to try and push those
Okay,
boundaries.
okay. Kingsfield though, I think that's too far back. That's whenever games were significantly cheaper to make and everybody was willing to throw whatever at the wall. So
But
I don't want to take that one.
but
But
what I'm saying is you have to try and push those boundaries, even if the game does well or doesn't do well. That's how we get to games like Elden Ring. We wouldn't have had Demon Souls if we didn't have games like Kingsfield.
yeah.
We wouldn't have had Dark Souls if we didn't have Demon Souls. We wouldn't have had Bloodborne if we didn't have Dark Souls.
Well, I think the biggest issue is though too is just the problem of we're just at the point now where it's like, okay, here's our cool creative original idea. How can we monetize it? You know,
Well, I mean,
how can we make it a self-sustaining thing like Fortnite?
that's exactly it. I mean, that's why studios like Bluepoint shut down, because
Yeah.
Sony was like, "Hey, we want you to make a live service God of War game." And
Yep.
the reason we want live service is because we want to essentially print money every single day. We don't want a solid God of War game. 2018 God of War and God of War Ragnarok, I guess, didn't do well enough for them.
Yeah.
That's complete sarcasm if you didn't pick up on that. But like,
Yeah.
I
No, I
guess
did.
these two games didn't do well enough. Let's see if we can just bastardize this game and just make it a live service.
Yeah.
So,
And now they're doing it with the Horizon game too.
Yep.
And Horizon Hunter's Gathering.
ugh.
I don't even know if it's coming out. That game's going to be DOA though.
But it's just I guess we're kind of tangenting a little bit on another topic we've talked about numerous times, but we're not happy with where the industry is going, especially with all the announcements from Sony, all the announcements from Nintendo, and especially all the changes at Microsoft. I know you and I have a lot of concerns when it comes to the future of video games for sure.
Yeah.
But we're just hoping, as much as we can bitch and complain, in all fairness, we're really just along for the ride. Like, we don't have
Yeah.
any say on any of this. We're not in the industry. We can't control this.
Yep.
But all we can do is voice our opinions and hope somebody's listening. So,
Doubt it, but but we can hope, like you said.
well, I
So.
mean, in all fairness, we got 56 people listening.
You know what? You're fair. You know what? Make your voices heard. If you're tired of all of the triple A live service monetization game slop, then speak with your wallet. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's one way to do it, man. I'm not
Yep.
very, picket fence kind of person. Like, I don't like, it is what it is, but I just not happy with the way the things are. I've been pleasantly surprised this year, though. Like, I know we've talked
Mhm.
about it. I've been very upset with how the industry is, and I don't care for like where games are going. But obviously, Pocopia is doing insanely well.
Ye-
Resident
Yep.
Evil,
Well, let's put Nintendo aside though, because Nintendo's always going. Nintendo's going to always make
but I
money.
mean,
So.
Pocopia is the highest reviewed Pokemon game of all time.
Oh, is it just out of all of them?
Out of
I thought it was just. I
every
thought it was just
Pokemon
out of the
title,
spin-offs. Stupid cord? I swear. There
it's
we
like it's
go.
pulling
I thought
back.
it is. It's fighting, man. Gosh. Anyway, I thought it was just off the spin-offs,
No.
not the all of them.
No, of all Pokemon titles, like if you looked up Metacritic, I think it's the highest reviewed Pokemon title of all time, which is impressive. Resident Evil, we're gonna have to post a review of here soon. We got to talk that out, but is in doing it's been doing extremely well. We're excited
And
for
it is
Pragmata.
extremely well.
It is a very good game. I'm excited for Forza, a new Fable. There's a lot of good stuff. Yeah,
Onimusha.
Onimusha and the Okami, which we haven't heard anything on in quite a bit. So there's a lot of stuff coming. So there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel, but we are concerned on what's next. That's our biggest concern.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're starting to get to the point in the year though. Here in a couple months, we'll be getting Summer Game Fest and everything. we're ridiculously overdue for a Nintendo Direct. Um,
I mean, yeah.
they haven't even done one this year yet. They because the only
I thought
game
they did one.
no, they just been shadow dropping release dates for games. So
Okay.
they have Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition or Switch 2 Edition, whatever, for April, and then in May they have the new Yoshi game, and then after that we have no idea. So, but but Nintendo's going to show up regardless. I feel like what's going to happen is the new Mario movie is going to come out, the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yep.
They're going to let it do its thing, and then they're going to be like, okay, here's what we have for you the rest of the year.
I mean,
So,
fair. But yeah, I mean, with Summer Game Fest just around the corner, we're gonna get a lot of announcements for Q4 and then obviously 2027 and probably 2028. Like we know
mhm.
how that's gonna go. Um, but I don't know, man. I just want there's so much up in the air right now when it comes to the gaming industry. Like I was saying earlier, with the announcements from Sony, Switch 2 potentially raising the price on their hardware now, and
Mhm.
then with Phil Spencer stepping down and is it Asha Shawarma
Shawarma, Asha Shawarma.
like stepping in?
Mhm.
They're obviously talking about Project Helix, and I don't know how true this
Which
is, but they were talking about Core AI being a huge part of this hardware now, to where you can actually talk to the AI and ask it for tips and tricks on how to beat certain parts of the game, which I thought
that
was
and that's been an apparently that's been something that's been considered for a long time because
okay.
Sony also filed a patent for that
Ugh.
like 3 or 4 years ago. So,
I'm afraid how heavily dependent AI is going to become on the new hardware. That's my concern. But that's a
yeah.
whole other conversation. But I'm just afraid that we're going to stop losing the direction we need to go with the industry. We're going to start getting a
Mhm.
lot of just copy and paste AI generated stuff just to cash in for a quick buck.
I'm
That
trying to see if
concerns
there's
me.
been any updates on just Microsoft's uh, current standing in general, because I feel like since the whole Phil Spencer thing, they've been kind of quiet.
Well, I know they had a game developers conference and they announced a lot of stuff there. Well, I say announced, they leaked a lot of stuff supposedly behind closed doors. So,
Oh, did they? I didn't
yeah.
hear about that.
Yeah, that's where the
So,
whole AI like partner got announced. That's where they officially announced Project Helix. Like they said it's,
I
coming.
think that's the last announcement that they actually did.
Yeah, but there
And
was a bunch of
from
stuff leaked supposedly. So,
I also saw a report, don't know how true it is. Apparently, the only reason we're even getting Project Helix is because it was too far along in R&D uh for them to just write it off.
yeah, and
So,
with
I
all
don't know.
the Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm just curious about where Xbox is going. Like, are they fixing to take the Sega path, from all those years ago, and are they just going to be a publisher? Are they actually going to try to be a console competitor at this point? Um, and then something else I thought of too, because PlayStation's taking their first party titles off of PC and everything, and and I saw one report, don't know how true it is, but the whole reason that they were doing it was because of the Steam machine and it being a direct competitor to them as a home console,
Yeah.
which I don't think it's going to be necessarily a the Steam machine's kind of a weird situation, especially depending on price. But with Project Helix though, from my understanding though, it has a it has a Microsoft OS and everything. Like it's actually meant to be like a console computer. And if that's the case, you can put Steam on your Xbox Helix or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And if you do that, then guess what? Boom, your PlayStation games are now on Xbox. So like I don't blame PlayStation for just being like, "Oh, all right, it's time to take everything away."
Yeah, no, I mean that absolutely makes sense because Microsoft has been very forthcoming about their partnership with Steam and like the future of PC games and whatnot being put on new Xbox hardware, which makes sense. Like, I think that's good. I like them kind of streamlining everything because there's times I'd like to play something on my PC, but I'd rather do it on the convenience of a TV and my couch, nothing.
Yep.
So
Not
there's
sitting at a desk. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I could see the appeal there, but it seems like we're kind of we did an episode about, what we can address to each of the big 3 essentially, and it seems like a lot of the things we mentioned, they're trying to do, like bringing back exclusivity and stuff like that. Even
Mhm.
though I think
We predicted it again.
I think putting games on multiple platforms is good. Like it gives
Yeah.
everyone an opportunity, but having exclusivity really pushes your brand. So I think that's a good thing too.
Well, and I think it's just within reason. Like with Xbox, I think specific games should be not shared. Anything that's from Xbox Game Studios,
Yeah,
I think should be exclusive to an Xbox console.
agreed.
Whenever it comes to anything from Activision or Blizzard, though, um, or Bethesda, I think though I think those should be shared
Fair.
personally.
No,
But
agreed. I mean, we've got I think like both studio or both manufacturers have, prime examples of that.
I'm sorry, I just see Sophie rolling in the
Yeah, I keep
corner
seeing her
of
paw
my
go up.
yeah, yeah, she's just rolling right now. So anyway,
But no, like
she's fine.
I think like obviously games like Halo and Gears of War and Forza, I think those should stay on Xbox. Like
I agree.
I think games like Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, Uncharted, Last of Us, those should stay on PlayStation.
Mhm.
I think exclusivity is good, but I think within reason. There should
Yeah.
be there's nothing wrong with, you know, showing your own flag and being like, "Hey, you should buy an Xbox or buy a
Well, yeah.
PlayStation."
Well, and because that's the thing is like, give me a reason to buy your console.
Yep.
Like currently with Project Helix and everything, because we don't know what Xbox is doing. I
Yeah.
currently have no interest in it, like just at all.
I
So,
so from a tech point, I like looking into the new technology and the new hardware and stuff like that. That always interests me. So
mhm.
seeing stuff like that is what is going to hold my attention. My
Yeah.
concern is with the prices of everything, like the prices of hard drives and RAM and video cards. That's where my concern is going to be
Well,
because if the Xbox Series X is already $700 or $650, what is the new hardware going to be? If it's supposed to be a significant step up, we're already
yeah,
looking at $900 to $1,000, like 900 to
maybe more.
1,000. If yeah, and that's maybe the low end version. That might be the digital only version of that system. Who knows?
Yeah, with 500 gigs of memory.
Yep, because it's going to be too expensive. So that's
Yep.
my concern. So, but we got nothing but time, man. And I'm sure once they announce some actual facts for us to report on, you will be the first to know. So we'll definitely bring
You
that up
will
to you guys.
Yeah, you will definitely hear us complain or
Yep.
praise it. So,
Most likely
depending
complain.
on yeah, most likely complained with the way everything's already been going, most likely complain. But
Yep.
anyway. Well, this one's gone on. We ended up dragging this one like we normally do. So I'll go
Yep.
ahead and wrap us up then.
Cool.
So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for watching as always. Thank you for just coming out here recently and just subscribing, watching our content. Like y'all have just been coming out. Uh it seems more frequently here recently. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No.
She's
No.
excited.
No. I close out the episode, not you. I close out the episode, not you. Anyway. So hello. Okay. All right, anyway. So, but yeah, once again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I know Andy appreciates it, and I most definitely do as well. And yeah, anything you want to say before I close this out?
No, hey, you guys have been awesome. Keep on the lookout for more Let's Plays from us. Keep on the lookout for
Hmm.
more episodes. And don't forget, again, hit that like, subscribe, share, let other people know. Every little bit you guys are doing means the world to us. And we can't say we appreciate it enough. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. At this rate, man, at this rate, we'll be at 100 subscribers before we know it, honestly,
That's
because
crazy.
y'all have just been coming out and showing your love and support, and so thank you so much. But yeah, anyway, we will see you all next time, and remember to keep it uncultured.